Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, muscle car fans of all ages, all shapes and sizes, and all nationalities. Welcome back to Nick's Garage and the live show. We do this every couple of weeks usually, however, it's been a 3-week gap due to Nick's scheduling and a recent car show in Carlisle. Thanks so much to everybody who made Nick feel very welcome at the Chrysler Nationals. We got a whole bunch more people to say thank you to tonight as well. And we've got a lot of good stuff to show you as usual out in the shop. Starting with a flash of yellow, look at that. Oh, there's so much good stuff in here. Kowalski at the back. We're gonna get to everything. But just look at this, the shop is loaded, folks. But Nick is not. He's been working hard all week. He could probably use a drink at this point. But he's got lots of nice things to show you. Here in the setting sun of Laval, just north of beautiful Montreal, an international city. And all the good people have been bringing their cars to Nick to get them tuned up. There's Nick's Hellcat. There's a certain famous blue car. You might remember Old Wiki, now residing under the hood. More to come on that on Monday. Here's Mad Max. And let's go find Nick. Here's all the boys. Boys. Mr. Nick.
Go ahead. It's Friday night, live from Nick's Garage. Okay, we just came back from a week ago from Chrysler's at Carlisle, and there's so much to talk about. Maybe we're not going to talk about what was happening in the shop this week, but let me tell you, we don't usually script our shows at all. But there's so many people I want to thank that we have to make a script. And we have to thank a lot of us, Tom, Johnny, Matthew, Gaetan, all of us, Maverick, Joe, Maverick, Robert, Manny, Matthew, so much of us. And we wanted to thank a lot of people. And of course, a lot of my friends couldn't make it, but we were 11. So I'm going to start with the thanking. Okay, we're going to start by saying, Eugene, it was your birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Eugene.
And then we got Tom wearing your shirt. There you go.
Nice.
Anyways, so, and you know what? This is the first time I sat down this whole week. It feels good to sit down, let me tell you.
Enjoy.
John, hold this for a minute.
Make the most of it, Nick.
I know, and you know what? Let me start. We got a big script here. There's a lot of people there where we met at Carlisle, in and out, off the grounds, everywhere we went. So we want to thank a lot of people. We're going to start saying, of course, we just said happy birthday to Eugene. And here we go. And of course, you all made a list together, of course. First of all, I also want to thank Tom and Cindy from Florida for bringing us all these pizzas at the Carlisle, our tent. So, Tom and Cindy, thank you very much. And that was good pizza, you know that, eh? That was good pizza.
Yeah, very good.
And then we also want to thank everyone, all our viewers, and we had some viewers from outside of the U.S. We had people from South Africa, Brazil, Australia,
New Zealand,
Sweden, New Zealand, and Brazil. And there were so many different countries, and of course a lot of Canadians, and of course a lot of Americans. You know what? It was an experience and have to go down with a big gang and have a great time with everybody. Everybody loved the show. We had a great time, and there's so many thank yous to say, and I'll just keep going. And of course, most important, I want to thank all our viewers, because now that I'm looking in the camera, I've met a lot of you guys in person, and I know most of you guys how you look. So I'm saying hello here. Now here we are a week later here in my shop, and I want to thank you guys and all our viewers for everybody who came by to see what we had and see all my friends and talk and good stories and all that.
I'm sorry I couldn't join you, Nick, but I was cutting the next video.
Okay.
Maybe next year.
You have to be there.
Then I also want to thank Melissa down in Melissa will be, what do you call her computers down tonight?
Well, her cats killed her mouse, so she can't really use her computer. But she's with us in spirit, and she's going to be in text, but she won't be able to copy any links for anybody tonight. So
okay.
If you're looking for links, check one of our earlier live shows.
There you have it. And I want to thank Mopar Tom from Philadelphia.
Mopar Tom.
Mopar Tom, we had a great time with you. And of course, we want to thank you for bringing all the water and all the watermelon, and everybody had a great time
And the
with you.
shirts too.
Sorry?
And the shirts too.
Oh yes, and the Mopar shirts that you gave to all of us, and you know we got to thank you. So Mopar time, thank you, and I've got your oil pump. Don't worry, it's still in the shop, and I'm looking forward to in the future for your engine.
Tom made you feel like a real celebrity, Nick.
Oh yeah, Tom. Tom is full of energy. Let me tell you, non-stop. Hey, you guys, what do you think of Tom?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
No lack of energy there.
and don't forget, we're at Maverick. We have to work on that 1,000 CFM thermal quad for Tom.
Yes, we will be. We'll be.
Okay, and you know, I just want to tell Tom, just to let you guys know, there is no overhaul kit for the 1000 CFM thermoquad. It's a completely different gasket kit.
Yes.
I have not found it yet, and I'm sure he did not. And I have some other viewers that said you cannot find this kit.
Perhaps any of our viewers might have.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Know where we might be able to locate one?
Drop a comment if you know, folks.
Oh, and also, I wanted to say another thank you again to Kendall and Kathy from Detroit. And I wish I had more time to talk to them. I couldn't because I was so busy with so many viewers. Thank you for another pack of cookies.
Awesome.
Kathy never leaves home without them. You got to give her credit. You guys, thanks a lot.
That's cool.
And you're the cookie monster.
I thanked her personally. Thank you very much, Kathy. Thank you very much.
We ate them off.
Responsible for this.
You weren't too bad. You saved a couple. I got one when you got home.
Yeah.
Mopar Tom. Let me see what else we got. Then we have
Can we mention the
Vince.
Vince
Yes.
from VHP Performance.
this. You got to hear, George. This is something rare.
He's got amazing motors. He's got apparently 68 motors in a warehouse.
Yes.
And he's offering us to go down and see all these motors and pick two to put on the dyno. He's got all kinds of stuff that I mean,
He's asked us to pick a few engines.
yeah.
And maybe you guys want to be interested what kind of engine we have picked and chose, like a brand new Rammer 4 in a box crate engine from GM, never opened up.
You're saying this is one of an even bigger collection.
Yes, this is an engine. This is Vince. He's also from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, yeah.
And he's offering to bring us a few engines. He's got 68 engines, but he's giving us a choice what to pick. And we're thinking of dyno testing 4 or 5 engines. And one that we chose for sure is the Rammer 4 in a box, in a crate, never opened up. Never opened up. He bought it from GM, took him home, and just left him out of shop. So we're going to bring that in. A Rammer 4 Pontiac. Also an LS6 454
In the crate.
in a crate.
He never started.
LS7.
Not the new LS7, the old 454.
The old,
with the
that's
aluminum
right, the
heads.
old
in
one.
A crate.
That's
it's
right.
old.
LS6, also the older one, 454. A 421 Pontiac with a dual quad. And also, hopefully, the Zello1.
The ZL1.
Now, these are all genuine engines, you guys.
Yeah.
And they're all mostly in crates.
Yeah.
And they've never been run. So he's offered it to us to put them on a dyno and then blast them and see what we can do. And we want to put them all on YouTube.
And what did he say when we said what happens if it breaks?
And we also asked him,
Something's coming, Nick.
get down. Get down was red eye. It was get down. Here's another one that was with us at Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
So
lot of
Vince,
nostalgia there, Nick.
lots of nostalgia. It's a lot of work. You know, when I'm going to set all these engines one by one, it might take us a few days to do all that. Is Vince going to be here in person? I'm not so sure. But we're going to plan
If we
this.
ask him, he will come.
Probably.
What an
And-
incredible offer. to
It
bring
is.
4 fantastic engines.
Yeah, he's a super guy. His uncle too, amazing.
Very, very nice.
Very nice people.
Very nice people. We met them down in Carlisle. They were there with us and we spoke to them. And you can't ask for anything more. But you know, these are rare engines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could just interject between your notes, Nick, to let you know, Larry Friend just piped up in the chat. You remember Larry was trying to get
Yeah,
a car?
Yes.
He's got one. He got himself a 2016 Ford, so
Good
he
for
can get
you.
around safely now.
Good for you, Larry. Drive safe, buddy.
Nice.
Drive safe.
Nice.
Okay. And what else? Then we have a lot of phone calls that called me here to thank me for visiting me in Carlisle. Numerous viewers.
They're in the chat too, Nick. Lots of people saying it was good to meet you.
I know, and then I got emails, I got phone calls. It's different when you meet people in person, you know.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
totally different. You know,
Put a face
we-
behind the names, right?
Yeah.
It's really
What
cool.
was your most memorable?
every moment,
time of-
every
I
moment,
know, but
every moment. You
one
know,
that
you
really
back
stand
up your truck, you want to unload, take the car to the trailer. George, not stop. You open the door, Nick. You open the trailer, Nick. You get in the car, you get out of the car. You can't even take the cover off the car, they bother you. But it's all good anyways. And
Nick, I've got to say, George was just recognized by one of your viewers. Somebody by the name of Underground Crew said, "Hey, is that George from Mechanic Auto Parts?"
Yes, it is. There he is.
there's my brother George.
Awesome.
So and Tom and Cindy, we thank them, and of course Eugene,
Adam from Albany. I think.
Adam, of course from
I had a nice
Albany.
long talk with him. He's a very nice person. His wife too. I don't remember her name. Sorry.
Oh, I forgot her name.
Mrs. Adam.
Mrs. Adam. Yeah.
He's the Northeast Challenger connection.
Yes.
Adam, how you doing, buddy? And the wife, of course.
Yashu
They were
Adam.
there. They spent a lot of time. They spent a lot of time with us. I gotta
I wanna
appreciate
thank
them
everybody
too.
that came to even talk to me too, and great time, excellent time.
You know, a lot of good people. I gotta admit, a lot of
Very
good
nice
people.
You know, I was very impressed with your choice of judge's choice on the car.
Yeah.
On that,
It was hard.
it was hard.
So many
but
good cars.
It was amazing to see such a young man do up a car like that, and it was really well done. It was a great choice.
Man, we give the plaque to.
Yes,
Yes.
correct. That was good. That was
He
one of
deserved
the-
it. It
that
was a father and son project.
That's
the father
right.
gave it up, the son took over.
Yes.
And some,
How old he was?
no,
24.
but
24.
yeah, I just wanted to say, like sometimes, you know, people as judges, they go around giving plaques and they give them to sometimes the most detailed car. In my opinion, what I like is I like to give it to the person with the story behind the car. Like the one last year, I gave it to, I believe his name was Gary, I'm not sure. Anyways, I gave it because this is young generation, 20, 25 years old, and that, Christian, hold it right there. We got to put you on camera. Hold on right there. I just wanted to, like I said, the car was not detailed. It was a nice car, but what counted to me the most is the story behind the car when these young guys were growing up and building the American muscle cars.
The passion.
Christian, and by the way, Christian here, we have to give him a big thank you. Took us to the theater to watch the movie Mad Max. What was it?
Furiosa.
Furiosa. And he treated to everybody popcorn, Pepsi, and the tickets.
Wow.
And we had a great time.
And he drove his
thank
Mad
you
Max
for
car
everything.
right up in front of the theater.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and,
right.
and we
We,
put on
we
pictures.
felt like kings.
And of course tonight you brought it here too in the shop. So let's get some pizza.
Yes.
Well, we're still thanking our viewers here
Chris
on
looks
the.
after us, eh, Nick?
Sorry?
Chris sure looks after us.
Yeah, he's a good man. There's a lot of good people there. This is a Friday night live at Nick's Garage. I have a lot of good friends, and you know we just got back from Carlisle, and of course we just got into the shop. We're trying to get things going, but you know we're still at work. Robert's been working all day on a 67 Charger that belongs to Leo. Still working on those headlights, that dash, and everything's going good. And you wanted
Yeah,
to
so
say something
far-
about a certain switch.
A certain switch.
No, about the car. Something on the car.
Which car?
Leo's Charger.
Okay.
You said something about the lights.
I don't know what your
Tachometer. The tachometer.
The tack.
the tack.
Yes,
It's working now.
it's working.
It's working now.
Okay, there you go, Leo. The tack's working on your car. After all, you took apart the whole cluster. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
The lights are.
When you mention also, sorry,
Yeah.
when you mention what you're looking for and stuff, I would like to ask the viewers out there if they have any special things, because I want to build a 471.
Yes,
stroker.
if anyone out there has a 3D3 intake manifold made by Elderbach, a 6-pack, which also fits the 400, which is the B engine from Mopar. If anybody has a 6-pack out there, please send me an email. We'll be interested to buy one because we can't find anywhere in stock.
No,
And,
we don't make them no more. And
and
I'm
Tom,
making a stroker.
And
It doesn't have to be matching number. It's not a
yeah,
restoration, nothing. It's a hot rod.
yeah.
Something
So-
similar to Theo's on it.
So we need to start with a 3D3 intake manifold.
Yeah.
So there you have it, you guys. If anybody out there has a 3D3 intake manifold for a 3D3 Dodge engine for sale, give me a ring, give me a call, or send me an email. We'll take it from there.
I think I saw one in Carlisle. But
Yeah, me too, but
We're
I
late now.
didn't
too late
know.
now. George, we have a lot of chats.
We've got tons and tons of chats. I just want to pop one that caught my attention. There, while we're talking about car shows, somebody's asking if you ever get to the Adirondack National.
No, you know what? There's somebody, look, they're asking me, are you going to be in Syracuse this weekend? And I can't be everywhere. Look at Dr. Go being in Wisconsin, another big show there.
Yeah.
And there's the other show, Meckham, in November in Chicago. I mean, I can't.
That one we're going, Nick.
Yes,
We're going to that one.
because you know you can't make time for everything. When you're running a shop, you have so many cars, and of course I got a family too. It's not easy.
It's always a car show right here.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like
right.
tonight.
And I also was speaking. Yeah, you can show all the cars. And I'll introduce everybody after if you guys want to know who's who.
I think.
Get that? How you
And
doing?
also, we have a special treat coming around 7:30ish.
Yes.
The 55 Chevy with the 454 that was on the
They're gonna
dyno
be
that I
coming
built.
in?
They're coming here today. Hey, how's it going?
Get that? Did you like Carlisle?
I love it. We have to go back next year for sure. For sure. Oh, yeah.
It was your first time, Gaetan?
Was my first time, yeah.
That was your first trip.
Gaetan for the use of the trailer.
Oh yeah, he brought our the.
I have to thank Getan. He also brought the engine down in his trailer because he had the bigger, longer trailer. Thank you, Getan. Thank you very much.
I was a bit overweight, but glad you was there.
But we made it back home safe.
Double Amy.
And if you guys
And Longhorn.
And the long one. Yeah, the long one.
and if you guys are interested, that's good pizza, man.
I'm interested in that.
Hey, you guys save
Yeah.
Hey, you guys save me a slice. Hey,
Oh, we save you a slice for sure.
Nico, have us a pizza. He bought pizza for everybody.
Having a little bit. I just.
And Nico wanted to come to, but he was in Europe for 3 weeks, and when he came back, the weekend after was Carlisle. You had to go to work.
Well, look, I drive a British car. You know how much parts I need? Have to save
Oh,
up, man.
you gotta save up your money.
Nick, I gotta interrupt you again. Let you know that Joseph sent you a $20 super chat.
Thank you,
And
Joe.
He said he bought a '67 Dodge Charger, right-hand drive in Carlisle.
Right.
You really?
Right-hand drive.
It's right in,
He
right?
says it's potentially the only one in existence. The car has a 440 in it, and he's looking to do more. Can he reach out to you for some work?
Sure. Send me an email. We're
Yeah,
here.
baby.
But a right-hand drive?
Right-hand
Wow.
drive. That is very, very interesting.
Must have been an Australian or British car.
It's gonna be problematic at drive-throughs.
Well,
it's
you know
great.
what? Well, we have other cars coming. I got a call today from someone named Norman. I have a car coming in, apparently a Hemi Cuda from New Hampshire. Norman, if you're watching, I didn't forget. Then I got Nick with the 71 Cuda from New York. These are cars that are going to be coming in the fall. But anyways, those are future projects. I'm looking forward to them. And then, of course, we'll take it from there. And enough with the script. And there's one more item I'm looking for. Is a 12-bolt rear end for a 68 Camaro with a multi-leaf brackets on it. 68 Camaro 12-bolt. Anybody out there has one for sale? If anyone out there has anything for sale like that, give me a ring, send me an email, call me anytime you wish.
There you go. And to the earlier gentleman who wanted to contact Nick, you just got to Google Indie Auto. The sign is behind Nick, and
Yep.
you'll find him right here in Montreal.
We made coffee. I didn't make any coffee. I mean, I made coffee, didn't have any coffee. Yeah, I'll take a slice, John. And then we got pizza. Hey, we made coffee. No. We'll see if anybody wants coffee.
Wow.
Tom, have a slice of pizza. George, you going to eat? Or
I'll have to
we're
put
on
the
a
camera down
live
first.
show.
I'll get mine afterwards.
Okay, let me just grab a slice. We'll take a bite here and there.
Yeah.
No rest for the cameraman.
No rest. And you know the
that
script.
kudos so much.
George, I'm sorry. I'm not used to scripts, George.
You did great, Nick.
I'm
we
not
just want
used
to
to
make sure we thanked everybody. I think you got them all.
To me, it was more important that I didn't forget anybody.
It was just so cool that they made you feel so welcome. And
Yeah,
so
you know
famous.
what?
There
I have,
was
I
so
have.
many people. I mean, how could you remember every
You
single
know,
person's
it's
name? It's
you know
hard.
what? They were all good people.
Yeah,
I have to
excellent
admit,
people.
all the
Excellent
people we met, excellent.
I
Okay.
really wish I'd been there, but I can't be in two places at once. But
It's all right.
on the few times I've been to a car show with you, Nick, it's amazing just to watch the outpouring that comes. It's
crazy.
Even the people who aren't in front of you, there's the row behind them just watching.
Yes.
Just listening to what you're saying.
I
They've
know.
got this look of
It's
just adoration.
it's too bad. There were some people waiting in line, and maybe they walked off. Maybe they came back later. I don't remember, but there was just way too many people.
Very sweet.
But I had a great time.
Thank
It was
you,
crazy.
everybody.
It was
nice.
crazy, but I loved it.
Cool.
It was a hot day. We got cooked a bit in the sun, but it was all good. I think it's worth every time, every minute, every dollar over there we had.
Shade. Everybody was looking for shade.
Shade.
Everybody,
I
yeah.
was in the sun burning,
Yeah, I know.
but the sun doesn't bother me.
Get your pizza while it's hot, Nick.
Yeah,
I know you don't
okay.
like it cold.
You guys, we're a live show, You know that, So enjoy. This is a typical Friday night at Nick's Garage. Nick, grab some pizza. Nico, don't worry.
No, just stay down.
Tom, grab a pizza, man.
Yeah, I will.
Pepperoni on top, that's it. George, if you want to walk around the shop, we'll show off what we got.
To save a slice for George too.
Yeah, you
yeah.
guys.
If you don't mind, I would appreciate a slice left.
Yeah,
Two
save
slices.
it, save it.
It's nice sitting outside. It's a beautiful evening.
Even the knob in the middle is fine with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're admiring that beautiful double AR.
Let's
Wow,
go.
is that car something else?
Let's go show all the cars. This one here belongs to Johnny, who also came with us to Carlisle. It is a 1970 Cuda. It's got a 446 barrel in it, and it's he drives it very often, goes to every show, and he's had it for quite a few years. Yeah.
I call it the smoke machine.
Yes.
You gotta admit that he smokes his tires very, very often.
And easily.
He burns them very easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes doing that.
Steve Shoemaker with a $10 super chat.
Yep.
The old F4 pilot. Thank you,
F4.
Steve.
Thank you very much, Steve.
He wants to know what's going on with the Street 6, Nick.
Oh.
Give us time. Just give us time, George. I know George has patience for it.
No rush, no
I
rush.
know.
No rush.
And then
Nick's engine comes first. I keep saying that. He's
So,
been waiting for years.
our viewers want to know what cars we got here in the shop tonight. You want to see?
Let's have a
I'll
look.
introduce them one by one. We've got a red eye here that wants to get down.
The real deal.
Gaetan was in Carlisle with us with his 1970 Hemi Roadrunner. And right now tonight he came with his blue B5 blue red eye Challenger.
Nice. Gaetan's got such good taste in cars.
Yeah. Then of course Nico brought his MG. Yeah, red eye. Beautiful car. Then Nico brought his MG.
Sweet little thing.
Did you do more work on it, Nico?
I did a couple of things.
What'd you do on it?
Well, it's British, so obviously I had to do some wiring work.
Oh yeah?
I had some problems with the radio, and I'm
Lucas wiring.
exactly. So I'm a big music guy, and my radio wasn't working, so obviously I had to take the time and rewire it.
A lot of people give me credit on your guitar. When I was down in Carlisle, they brought up your name so many times.
Wow.
Matter of fact, you're one of the guys missing.
The bazooka.
I know.
The Bouzouki. Yeah, a lot of guys brought up your name at Carlisle, let me tell you.
I was dying to go, but work was very busy, and it's a good thing I didn't go because
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling too well the last few days.
So anyways, you're feeling better now.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm here.
There's two guys on a bike without a helmet, eh?
But
Helmets, doofuses.
Oh well.
I was bugging it down. Don't run over my car when he came in.
That's so small.
Looks like it's gonna get sucked into those supercharger.
Oh yeah.
And Nick, let's not forget a very special car behind you.
Oh yes.
I know it's here all the time,
Robert,
and it's always got its trunk open because he's always getting his tools out.
in and out, and it's a Fifth Avenue 1987. Robert's had it for quite a few years. I believe it's the, Robert, is this the original paint on the car?
Yes, it is.
Beautiful, what, you 87?
87.
How many years you had it?
I bought it in 2018, so it's 6 years now.
6 years.
Gorgeous.
Original paint.
This is my style, man.
Never saw winter, so
Oh, what is it? 318.
318.
That's a gorgeous car.
Very 80s feature on the body of the car.
Not really.
Yes, this.
I like the hood ornament. It looks like a piece of diamond.
The hood ornament, as I believe it has a cable in it, so
Yeah.
you cannot steal it.
Exactly.
Because it was a big thing back in the day to steal the hood ornaments.
Thank you, Beastie Boys.
You know, it's a driver, so nothing doesn't have a big value. But
I think you need a headlight, Robert. I have one in
I
stock.
replaced them last year.
Well, I have another one.
Yeah, show your interior. Look at that.
yeah. Open the door. It's not locked.
These seats, that's what does it for me. Look at these things.
You can.
The value of the car doesn't matter. As long as you enjoy it, that's what matters.
Yes, that's power seats. You can see the buttons on the side. Power windows, AC, cruise control. Everything works.
Like my grandparents' living room sofa.
Nick's enjoying that pizza. I can hear him going.
Can you hold this a second? Come and see it, George.
Let me,
I have to. Again, I need the.
There's always tools in the back of a bass car. Just one second. Careful. Look, he's got his plastic. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
You could eat off it.
Original paint. So.
Original
Can't go wrong.
Canadian Tire receipt there. And a very Canadian. I like it. Nick, did you see the trunk floor?
Never saw the trunk floor.
Clean as a whistle.
oh yeah, Robert is,
See, look,
look,
you can eat off
wow.
of it.
Check it out. Look at the sheet metal. Look at the sheet metal work. So beautiful.
Wow.
I paid that $3,000 in 2018.
You robbed
You
them.
gotta be kidding me.
It had 100,000 kilometers. Now I'm up to 155 maybe.
Wow.
Beauty.
Well, you know, if you guys want to know which is my favorite car, it's right there. The Ranger.
The hardest working.
That's the hardest working vehicle I got. It picks up all my engines, V-blocks, cylinder heads, carries them around. Okay, so it's got some rust. It's a 2006 Ranger. Does the job.
Nick, it's not rust, it's weight reduction.
No, that's right.
Nice.
Now, if only Ford could make another Ranger just as small as this one, I'd buy a new one. After all the pictures are so big. All I want is a small Ranger, just like this one. An everyday vehicle.
If
Yeah.
you want a
And-
car this small, now you have to buy a Chinese electric car.
Yeah, and there's sometimes there's days I don't use it. I take home my Hellcat. And you guys want to see something not common? We work our cars outside once in a while. Check it out.
Just like Florida.
Just like Florida,
Yeah.
just like in Greece,
Yeah.
Athens, Paros.
What a lift. Wow.
I gotta thank Atlas Equipment, K2. They supplied it for me. And you know what? You gotta give them a date right there. They're the ones that got it for me.
There you go.
And a big thank you to them.
Absolutely great.
And Nick, this lift works on 110 voltage, I believe.
That's all it does.
You can slip that into your garage all by yourself with the wheels.
That's right.
Yeah,
put
you
the
don't
wheel.
need any special electrician or anything. It's-
No, it's 110 volts, and one guy alone can push it around.
And boom, turn a one-car garage into a two-car garage.
That's correct.
And have a place to work too.
Not bad, not bad.
Nick,
So-
a lot of people want to buy a Ranger like that. There's a lot
But
of
you know,
market.
I know,
just
now they
don't
have that
know.
Maverick.
Try and find one.
They took your name, Maverick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Let's take a tour in their shop. I hope we didn't forget anybody to thank. I mean, there were so many people to thank.
So many people.
Thank you, everybody.
This is Chris, Mad Max.
Nick, did you enjoy the film? It just came out.
Which one? Yes. What a movie, eh? I mean, there was so much trick photography in that, it's unreal. And this is the one we built a 351 Cleveland
Yes.
years ago. And you know, Christian drives this car everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to take it to Niagara Falls next Monday.
Wow.
He's taking it to Toronto, Three Rivers, just everywhere.
Yeah, it's had a lot
He
of
drives it.
mileage on this.
And fun fact, if you're new to the channel, Christian's actually a police officer, like Mad Max.
That's right. Just like a.
Imagine being the criminal waiting to be interrogated and the guy pulls up in this thing.
Oh my God.
That'd be crazy. What?
Just surrender on the spot.
Pinch me. My really.
Christian should get the blower going. Where is he? Tell him to put the blower on.
He's
Christian. Oh yeah?
He's gonna be
Okay,
back. He
okay.
went to
Okay.
visit somebody.
He's not here. He went to see David.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
David the Muffler Man.
David, a muffler man. Yeah. By the way, if Bob is looking for his car, Bob, your car is out at the shop getting the dual exhaust done. So it's not here today. It's getting done at the shop, a specialty for the dual exhaust. So I should have it back by next week.
Beautiful.
And there you have it, Bob. And after that, we have a couple of things to do. A wheel alignment on it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the most important thing, a video with the car on the road.
The stripes.
Sweet.
Then I'll ask Bob, do I drive it like I stole it? I don't know. How would you drive it if someone tells you that when you never stole a car?
Well, you put it through the ringer
I do.
in a respectful way, just because you want to give the car back to the customer. Working. Working and not to be afraid of it.
Yeah.
You know what it is to
I-
drive like a store. We used to work
Well,
at Avis.
I
I
don't
used
want-
to work at Hertz.
That's
What did we do to
recovery.
those
That's
rentals?
I know. I have something else, but I'm not going to say it. I drove fast, not because
Kick the bejesus out.
not because stole it.
But there's a difference between recovery and theft because when you're recovering a car, you care about it. When you're stealing a car, you couldn't give half a hoot.
Yeah.
Well, a rental car, I never gave half a hoot. So,
Nobody does.
yeah.
Statute of limitations, folks. Allegedly. Allegedly.
We work for Avis.
That's
then
right.
you work for Hertz.
Yep.
You know the lifestyle.
We know it.
No.
I remember your red AAR. Now it's green. It's Leslie's. Me and you were on the
know.
expressway, Metropolitan. We're doing 120 miles an hour, zigzagging. That car used to handle like crazy back
I
then.
know. But you know,
So
today, with so many cars on the road, we can't
Can't
do
do
it like
that
we
anymore.
used to.
Nick, like you said, back in the day, you can go through a red light.
Back,
eyes closed,
yes.
You get
Back
in,
in-
you pass through safely. Nowadays, you can't even
You know,
think
take,
about it.
take Van Horn and Park Avenue. Midnight in the 70s. You go a midnight on a Saturday night, midnight. You could go through a red light. Most likely, you won't hit anybody. Today,
We don't go
today.
through red lights. We
I
never
know.
do.
I'm just.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
That's right.
We
Today,
would've
you
went
can't do that. Like 90%, you're gonna hit somebody.
You know what? That's why I see a lot of country roads. People are riding motorcycles. They're riding classic cars. I see Robert driving around with his purple 71 Challenger. He goes on nice, quiet roads because, you know, you're driving these cars. You don't want somebody to turn a lane, into another lane without looking. Then you get an accident and break. You want to enjoy your drive. So.
Take them to the track, folks, when you
Yeah,
really want to
that's
shake
right.
it down.
Yeah.
And speaking of shakedown, stay tuned for Monday's video when Nick will be shaking down a certain blue Roadrunner.
There it is.
Oh,
There it is.
it ain't wiki
This
anymore, is it?
This is first time on the same engine, part 4, and then of course the final results, part 5 on this car.
Part
now
five?
we are doing other things on it. Right now I'm working on suspension right now. I'm trying, yes, before I forget, I am looking for a actuator for an air grabber. I've looked around at Carlisle. I've checked with so many distributors that sell Mopar stuff, and I cannot find one. If anybody has an actuator for a semi-roadrunner for the air grabber hood, I'll be more than glad to buy it so I can finish the job. Right now we're working on suspension. We have a couple of things to do on the painted orange on the drums. And this is the Wiki 3D3. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for Monday night's video. Straight up.
It will surprise you, I'll say that.
It's right in the middle, you guys. It's right in the middle.
How many Canadians does it take to open a Roadrunner?
Hood.
3. There it
This
is.
is the part we're looking for.
Right here, yeah. This is the part we're looking for. You got it.
Beautiful. Somebody out there has got 6 of them sitting in a milk crate in their garage, I'm sure of it.
We checked at Carlisle, we couldn't find. Terry said he thought that someone had it, but he couldn't remember who. So
Yeah, we have a lot of contacts on these parts we look for, and it's very hard. This is one of the hardest things I came by. We also had to fix the one at Gaetan. That was my last spare part. Now that we're looking for another one for Joe from New York, well, we haven't found one yet, but I'll keep looking. But in the meantime, let me work on the suspension. I'm trying to make the car as straight as possible because before I do a spring job, I'm adjusting the torsion bars to level the car before I go any further. But you guys stay tuned for Monday night. I take this for a drive, like Joe said. Drive it, beat it with an S. Beat the S out of it. Beep. Okay, there you go.
And you said that very
So
enthusiastically.
Joe, if you're watching, there's your car. All right.
I know when it comes to Mopar, you prefer the color white, but I love the contrast from the B5
Me-
to the white
well,
vinyl top.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what? We have a lot of nice Mopars in the shop. Come, we'll talk about a few cars. There we got my Hellcat. This is a modern Mopar, like Maverick wanted to go see at the car show in Carlisle. Yeah. Maverick, you want to see modern Mopar? There's one right here. Here it is, my Hellcat, 2015, first year out. Yeah. I also bought a white on behalf of Kowalski.
Yeah, I saw 1320, and
Yeah?
I actually fell in love
Oh,
with
it's
that car.
okay. They're all good.
We had this street out in the car in our most recent Monday video that a lot of people chose not to watch. So if you haven't seen that one yet, check it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lots of beautiful Challengers in that video.
Yeah.
there is.
But Nick, didn't you order it originally with red seats?
I did. I ordered a black hood, red seats. I never got it.
But
All I
you
could,
got the red seat belt.
You got
I,
the,
I
you got
ordered
the
red.
seat.
I did order red seat belts. Yes. Yeah.
But man, this thing, it sounds so mean.
Yeah. You know what? I drive this. I think when I'm on the highway with this car, I'm the slowest driver. You know, I'm on the auto route 440. You listening? I'm on the auto route 440 at 6:30, 6:20, 6:15 in the morning a.m. I'm having my coffee. I got my Motown music, and I'm cruising. I'm doing 95 kilometers an hour, and you see everybody passing me. And I go, in the old days, I had the Ranger or any other car, I'd be the fastest guy on the highway.
And the 440 is an asylum. The people out there are mad.
I know.
Yeah, but you know what? That's a Target, and the Ranger ain't.
Well, the
At
Ranger,
6:30 in
the
the morning,
Ranger.
you don't want
well, I
to-
drive this once in a while, but the Ranger I drive more often.
Yeah.
Because when I go home, I park it inside. You know, the
That's
Ranger,
right.
I just throw it anywhere in the street. Nobody wants to touch that. And this car, when you drive it, you got to drive with care. The Ranger, somebody hits you, scratches you, leans on it, who cares? Let it go.
You did manage to get a few points off your license with that Hellcat, though, didn't you, Nick?
No, actually, one ticket and I won the case.
Oh, no points.
Oh, no points. It was thrown out of court because the ticket came in after 2 years. Now, according to Canadian federal law, when a ticket comes in after 2 years, it's already thrown out of court.
Really?
Yeah, the speeding ticket I got with this car.
Statute of limitations.
On a construction zone. They gave me a ticket. Then I said I won't pay for it. I'm going to wait and wait and wait. I got it in 2 years. Went to courthouse. Out.
Nick, let me just let you know that Roadrunner James with the Roadrunner behind you.
Yes, we did not find the grill for your 89 K car. Remember it was on the list?
Roadrunner James sent you a $4.99 super chat, and he wanted to say Yasu Nico. Sorry,
Yasu
could not
Jimmy.
make it to Carlisle this year.
Yasu.
Yasu Dimitri.
He wants to see you in the future years of Carlisle.
Yeah.
Oh, we will be back there again.
And he wants you to go to the Syracuse National.
I know, he told me, yes, I know. And it's a lot closer than Carlisle.
Yep.
We came through Syracuse on the way back.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
all
came
the way.
through it, yeah.
We passed right through Syracuse, yeah.
One other person that we met down at Carlisle that I really had a great time talking with was Paul Rossi.
Oh, yes, Paul
We
Ross
had a
was there.
blast with
He was
Paul.
right beside us.
Yeah, he was right beside us. He came over.
He's
even
a
at the
legend.
Hotel.
He's a
Even at
legend.
the hotel, sat down, chatted with us. We spent a lot of time.
Fired up his car.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's a wonderful car.
I started my car, but you couldn't hear it.
And the stories that he was telling us from back in the direct connection days in the 70s.
Yeah.
Wow, that's priceless.
Very cool. A living legend.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So I just want to say hi, Paul, if you're watching us.
Mr. Rossi would be honored
Yes.
if you were watching us.
Yes.
What's next, Nick, in your cavalcade of beautiful cars?
I wanted to ask John if John could come here for a minute.
I'll go get him.
John, he's right here. He's right here. John, I need to ask you something. John, being your first visit to Carlisle, what's your experience?
Honestly, very, very nice. I'm glad to be in Nick's crew. Never been there. I know Nick for so many years, but I really, really enjoyed it because you made me see a different
World out there?
a different world of car guys. The passion, the love, unbeatable.
yeah.
Would I do it again? In a heartbeat.
Right.
Because the guys we went with were so accommodating and so comfortable, and being with your crew was just spectacular.
Here you have it.
Speaking of car guys and your crew, Nick, and spectacular, I can hear something pulling up out front for you.
Let's go see who just came
Oh,
in.
yes, yes.
So, Johnny, would you do it again?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
in a heartbeat.
I'll do it again, too.
In a heartbeat.
Bring a hat.
For everybody, that 454 I did on the dyno, the 55 is here with the engine in there.
Oh, I turned it off. We're too slow.
Yeah. Bo, start it up. He's gonna film it.
We're too slow. I heard you rumbling up, but I couldn't get out fast enough. Great to see you.
How you doing? How are you? Good? Very good. Oh,
Right, Harry, start it up.
Side by side.
this is what's called Friday Night Live from Nick's Garage.
This is the two cars that were in two-lane blacktop, the 55 and the GTO.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know about the color.
No, the colors, no.
Awesome.
This is it, you guys. Friday night.
Harry, how are you?
You know, there's a car show going on
Start yours.
not far from here.
Right here.
But tonight we got pizza, we got coffee, everybody's here. And there's a lot more that people don't know that we're here tonight. A lot of people we thought we were going to do the live show next week, but we said, you know what, coming back from Carlisle, because we were supposed to do it last week, we decided to do it tonight. And there's burgers.
At his garage, there was the plumbing leak. The guys were welding lead, and it dropped on there. This is
No back seat in this car.
400 Pontiac stroke 461, made 700 horsepower on the dyno and
I
600 and something.
want to
pounds
see
of
the
torque.
hood open on the 55.
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta open it. We gotta see this.
Yeah, you show off the tack on the hood.
how's it going?
No, not yet. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Here, Nico, hold this.
Okay. How are you?
Nico, how are you, buddy?
Good yourself?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
You know, we had this on video not long ago. Ready? Here we go. There you have it. Tom, you have any details on this?
Well,
Or should I give
it's
it
the
to
one? No, it's the
one we had on the dyno,
Same on the dyno.
what is it? 8 weeks ago?
It was exactly a month ago, I
A
think.
month ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
Very nice.
You know, he's had this car for many, many years.
1977.
From
from high school.
1977.
We used to take
Well-
off from school and go cruising in this car.
Yeah. So maybe I'll tell Duran to say a story on the car right now if he wishes.
Duran, you
Duran,
want to
come on
say a
over here,
story or
buddy.
something on live?
You want to say something?
about it?
Talk about your history on this car?
Come to the microphone.
Come over here. Come over here. Just say a few words, man. Just say a few words. You got something very spectacular here. Not very common to have a car coming here with a lift-off hood, let me tell you.
I'm happy to arrive at Nick's Garage Friday Night Live. So Tom built the engine, Nick, we did the dyno, Maverick did all my dyno, picking all the parts, right? Right?
Yeah,
Heads,
Teamwork.
intake, cam, lifters, teamwork. George, you're good?
Awesome.
Excellent.
Thanks for
So
bringing it by, man.
we arrived here. The engine was in the car now. So now you take a little pictures and you send it to
We send it to our viewers.
our viewers.
Yeah, they
Exactly.
can see it live here tonight.
Just missed
Bravo,
the next
bravo. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying the car?
Amazing.
Amazing. You're
Yeah,
happy
it
with
pulls. It pulls.
Now you
Good
know
torque
what big
power,
block-
eh?
Yeah. Now I understand. You mentioned, Nick, the torque.
Yeah.
Torque is super power. I said, wow, I didn't understand what torque was. Now I understand. When I'm in the driver's seat and I'm shifting the gears, torque is amazing, guys. Remember, torque
This is what gets you
rules.
started. Yeah, the torque rules. When you're at a full stop, you need the torque to get that weight out.
Yeah, 568 pounds of torque.
Yeah, come on, I said it.
Something.
I said it.
That was amazing.
And Perry, what do we got with Perry's car?
Perry's over
Perry, what do you got here, Perry?
Hey, guys. So this is another TK build. Short block cylinder heads came out of Kaufman. Full roller cam, full roller valve train. Everything electric, water pump, radiator, fuel pump, hydraulic, power steering, hydraulic, electric power steering.
Hellcat fake headlights?
Cold air.
Open the hood, let's see this out.
It's making 700 horsepower, 630 foot-pounds of torque.
Oh, you got good enough torque there, buddy.
Runs low tens.
It does, eh?
Yeah. Lifts the wheels, couple feet.
Here comes some more.
That's a Volkswagen.
They don't stop here, right?
I love the snorkels.
Cold air, twin cool.
Should get that fixed.
You know, this is crazy. Beautiful. What year is your car, anyways?
70.
70. 70.
With the orbit orange color, like that other convertible.
So, no high beams on this car. Well, yeah, you have the high beam on this thing, yeah. Yeah.
Tom, where do you put the pulley?
Well, yeah, it's fun. I'm running a 16-volt electrical system on it.
the pulley.
Okay.
So then, mostly because I'm running electric fan, electric water pump, the electric. I have a shiftnoid electric shifter that shifts at a programmed RPM. Thanks. So there's a lot of electrics. So because of that, I'm
You have
running
a heavy
higher-
amperage alternator
Yeah, it's a
with a heavy
140
gauge
amp.
wire.
Yeah, I do. I have a completely separate electrical system for all that, all the
Yeah.
goodies.
People don't know that.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
surprised. They put all these electrical options, and then before you know, they got a little thin wire coming out of a 37 amp alternator back from 1970.
Ever see the movie Up in Smoke?
I can imagine.
What about those seats, Nick?
There's no back seat in this car.
And the front seats are barely there.
Let's take a look.
I want to know what Vince thinks of this because he's a Pontiac and Chevy guy too.
He is. Does Perry know what we have plans with Vince?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. That sounds great. So
Beautiful.
I put all my gauges down on the bottom. I monitor everything. And I took out the back seat. I carpeted the back. I gave it a little structural support so I don't have my seat, so I don't end up in the back seat when I'm launching.
It's the station wagon conversion.
Don't forget
Nicely
your-
done. Very
But I
nice.
have a Chrysler diff, guys. I have a Dana 60 on this
You have
car.
a Dana 60. There,
Yes,
you
I
got
do.
a
You're a Mopar
Mopar.
guy.
Okay, so we got a Mopar we ran on this thing.
Very nice.
You know, I had 12-bolt Chevys. I was snapping them left and right.
You can't beat a Dana 60.
Dana, you can't beat it, man. You can't break it.
Like the slicks on it.
It's a
Yeah,
truck.
they're racing tires. They're
I
not,
see that. I see
Same
that.
in the front.
They're street legal. Street legal.
They did some work in the house. They
Street
damaged his
legal.
rear bumper.
Street.
They did some construction work on,
Definitely.
and they damaged his car.
Good, good. Yourself?
I hate to say it, but that wing is almost as crazy as anything Mopar ever made.
Well, this is factory. This came with the judge. It's
Oh,
factory.
you forgot to say your electric shifter.
You know what your car reminds me of? American Graffiti.
I got it set at
With John Miller.
1000 RPM.
Harrison Ford.
Hands off. I can focus on.
Harrison Ford was riding that black 57.
57, 55. 55.
Two-lane blacktop.
And he was looking for that yellow puke roadster.
32 Ford.
That's right. I love that movie.
Miller.
That's right.
Well, that's American Graffiti.
That's right. I love that movie.
I heard
year
the
was
suspension
that
was so
movie?
good on
Before,
55
American
Ford that
Graffiti,
it
like
was
the-
impossible to
72?
flip it.
Well, they did.
And then they came out with two-lane blacktop, like in '74,
Okay.
and it featured Warren Oates driving this, and the singer
James Taylor.
Taylor. James Taylor was driving the 55 with the Beach Boy guy.
You know what I think? We have all these cars. We've got George, the movie man. Why don't we make our own movie? What do you think?
I agree.
Why not?
Outremont, New Bordeaux.
Yeah, where we come from.
We said Lac-Kitty
Yeah.
separates us.
What's
Lac-Kitty.
What's going to be
3
the,
kilometers.
what's
Why
going to
not?
be the theme? The drag
I don't
racing
know.
back in the
Well,
old
I
days?
just thought of it right now with you guys
we
being
were
here.
talking about
We're always talking about movies. We got a lot of history. I'm sure we could do something.
If the cops ask, it's just a learning experience for me.
Okay?
I don't know if you noticed, Nick, but we're doing something. You're doing it right now, and you do it every week.
No, you know what I like to do?
Bravo, George.
Look, nobody's working. Everybody's gone home.
Let's race.
Let's make big burnouts. Let's race. No,
If
we're
only
not
there
gonna
were a
race.
couple of really hot cars here who could show off their stuff.
Let's load one up.
We'll do a couple.
Nick, you didn't have to say convince me. Eh? Burnout? I heard burnout.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
We're gonna
in.
do a burnout. Let's do a
Have to say it
burnout.
twice for these
Oh, I gotta see this. Okay, Perry's gonna do a burnout for us.
Did we say wheelies?
Our viewers are on board for the burnout.
Don't try this at home. The street is closed. Everybody's gone home.
This is an industrial park area, you guys. There's no public people here.
Nobody here, baby. These are all our cars.
Okay, he'll just
Through traffic.
do one little one.
Yeah, okay.
Please be safe.
No water needed.
No.
Okay, let's see what happens.
This is dangerous. These guys are trained professionals. Try this yourself.
I guess he likes doing burnouts.
He wants to show a launch too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Friday
Okay,
night.
check it all the mark. Oh, look at it, all the way
Friday
up there.
night at
Look.
Nick's garage.
Friday night live in Nick's garage. Here it
What's
is.
happening in Nick's garage?
All the way down.
Burnout.
If he would have had ordinary radials, he would have kept on spinning and spinning and spinning.
Or we have to come
I
to a
was in
stop.
I
There's a
was
stop
in
sign
the
up
car
there.
with him with ordinary radial TAs. We were doing
Watch yourselves, gentlemen.
65 miles an hour.
Okay,
He didn't even downshift,
here he comes.
and he smashed it, and he went like this on the highway. It was sick.
Okay.
Sick.
Is he gonna do it again?
Oh,
Smash that like button, everybody.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. 700 horsepower. Thank you, Perry.
That works.
That works. You see your number 11 is all the way up the street. Nice, very nice. And I was going, anyways, that's cool. That is so many.
I
Anyways,
didn't
nobody, I
expect you
didn't
to
even
burn out that
introduce
much.
all the cars in the shop. We walk in, we walk out, we walk in, pizza time, coffee time. Is there any more coffee left?
Somebody make Nick a cup of coffee.
No, it's okay. Let me show the rest of the cars in the shop.
Yeah.
I want to show some of my customers' cars. I've shown Gaetan, Duran, Perry, Johnny's, Nico, Robert, Chris with his Mad Max, Joe with the Roadrunner, my personal Mad Max. Of course, go ahead. It's after hours, not a problem. Then my personal, I don't know what he take him Bud Light, whatever, I don't know. This is the mic. Where's the mic?
Coming.
Enjoy, Spiro.
Not for me.
You want to say hello? Sure. Come here. Does everybody remember Spiro last year when we had the gathering here with the party?
How's it going, everyone?
That's Chef. Spiro?
Nobody worked harder than Spiro that day.
And you have to admit, he was bugging me every day.
Delicious. Spiro,
He's-
I was holding my camera all day. All I got at the end of the day was a bun with some mustard on it. All the meat was gone.
Where's the beef?
But I got a lot of nice pictures of it. My mouth is watering thinking about it.
I took a video of you
Next-
taking the
next
live
year,
show
next
tonight, and I send it to Nick. So maybe you want to use it.
Awesome, thank you.
Spiro, we can't wait to see you again next year for the next party.
Absolutely.
We're going to have it next year because a lot of
Next
people are
live
asking.
show, there's a barbecue outside.
Okay, so you're, okay, everything's on you.
Everything's on.
Okay, there you have it, you guys. Spiro's going to do a barbecue for us on the next live show. All right, thank you, Spiro. Okay, does anybody know what this is? This is a 1971 Plymouth Fury. This one belongs to Francois. This is a nice car. This is here for a little detail work on the valve covers and, of course, an oil change. Small things, you know. And
Beautiful
This-
car.
this
Bucket
is-
seat console.
this car, you have to drive it. You'll love it.
Have to open the door for George.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah. Beautiful seats. Console.
Nice cruiser.
Is that a slapstick?
No.
You know, you could fit. You know, I sat in the back seat just to try it out. You could fit 4 people in the back. Now, when did John tell us that he's going to do a burnout? I would have put that on camera.
Let's get out there. There might be a number 2.
Yes. Anyways,
Or not.
no, is he coming back? Let's go see if he's coming back.
He's often doing 2 or 3.
Let's go see. Let's go see.
Was it Johnny?
We got the red eye going now. Here we go. This is crazy.
What else?
I
What else
know.
can you expect from Gaetan?
Get down. You ever seen him drive the Roadrunner? Jesus.
And there's hooking. I don't think I spun.
The piece is hooked into my shins when you were flying away from me.
And Johnny just left earlier. We just missed the 70 CUDA. Anyways.
Wow, they get their pizza and they're out.
Good point.
Oh, this is a beater coming.
Okay.
Poor thing. Look at him
All
with
right.
one headlight. It's a donkey.
That thing should not be on the road.
Talk about Mad Max.
Was that a tribute to Walking Dead?
Nick said that thing shouldn't be on the road.
Smell of rubber.
Oh, yeah.
So back in 1977, 78, the boys used to go Friday nights to Hammond, or
Hymas,
right behind by the airport.
Behind the airport, yeah.
Okay, and the smoke shows that was happening, it was amazing. The smell of burning rubber, it got everybody excited. It was right, Suki?
It was
the best, right?
And it was one car after another, non-stop.
Yeah. Smoke was like we had a smoke show up in the air, like a.
The planes had
One
to
of the
slow down.
Indians wanna do that, the smoke.
The smoke show.
The smoke show.
But before that, we used to go Boulevard Pontiac Buick in the back.
That was even earlier.
Yeah.
That was
it.
like a quarter, eighth of a mile or something. That wasn't really organized.
That's where we started.
Yeah.
That was in the mid-70s.
Yeah.
Black Kitty Circle.
I remember the first
Central
race.
Pontiac Buick in the back.
Correct.
Right. You raced the first time I saw the Hemi Cuda race was Frank Perino's Camaro back then.
Was it there? I don't remember.
Yes, it was.
Crazy days, eh?
Yeah.
Crazy days. Mahogany Rush, yeah.
I was done at my old place where I used to work. We did that engine there.
And then we had then we went to Jaime's. Then we had 32nd Avenue, which was a brand new strip.
That was good, 32nd.
That was the best.
That was the
No intersection streets, nothing.
Nothing.
Wide
It's
open the road.
perfect. Great.
Then we had the French Connection on the east end in Dixon. That's
yeah.
another one.
Yeah.
Way back at the Olympic Village.
Yeah.
They were
Johnson
good.
and Johnson.
Yeah. There was a lot of good memories then.
That was like only 40 years ago, Nick.
I know that. We still have them.
Only.
Well,
40 years ago.
it was all about cars.
How long have you owned your car?
I bought this car in 1978, September. I don't know the day, but I know the month. September,
because
maybe 10, 15.
We noticed the old license plate.
Correct.
Yes,
It
yes.
has at least from 79.
Correct. C'est
Oh,
original,
yes.
la plaque.
It is old.
Original plate.
And then those days, I remember those years we were putting decals.
Yeah.
And now the
Every
decals
year.
out. Now it's only
Exo.
Exo. Now it's only computer.
Yeah. Hey, Maverick.
Yeah, man.
Look at that, man. 79.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
In 79, Maverick bought his first car, the Magnum.
Yes, I
Brand new Magnum.
Yeah, that's what I bought.
Nick, I gotta let you know about one of our friends online. Joel Jenkins is here
Joel.
for Super Chat.
Yes.
$20. Saying
Joel.
hello from Pittsburgh and greetings to everybody, and he hopes you enjoyed yourself at Carlisle.
And, thank you, Joel. Thank you.
Joe spent,
Thank you, and we did.
We did, yeah.
Joe spent
Yes,
some
I
time.
met him down in Carlisle.
Yeah, you spent some time in the booth with us.
Yes.
Nice
Yes.
guy. Nice
I
guy.
know. It's too bad I couldn't talk to everybody that long. And yes, he was there.
Yeah, he
Sorry
took.
I missed you, Joel.
We snapped a few pictures with him, and a nice guy. We had,
Very nice guy.
George, you got a lot of
Everybody was
pictures
a
to
nice
put up.
person.
yeah.
Yep, we're
Everybody.
gonna try to make a little video, Nick, when you have time to do some interviewing.
If
Tell
you
me
guys have any pictures, send them to George.
I put
We're
them
gonna
on
try
the
to.
computer in the back.
We got that. If Robert, you have anything, Tom or anybody, send them all to George, and we'll take it from there. There was a lot of activity happening in
Go in the
Carlisle.
back and see the rest of the cars.
It's too bad. There were so many things going on. I couldn't take pictures of everything and everybody. I couldn't.
Nick, you just passed an hour, and we've only got halfway through the cars.
It's Friday night. It's Friday night live, you guys. Look, let's enjoy ourselves. Okay, let's go back in the shop, and I want to show them the special tag I made for my Challenger. Let's go.
Nearly 500 people watching, and only 275 likes.
That's it.
What's going on?
Come on, man. Come on.
Come on.
We need Manny.
Manny. Oh, is anybody asking where Manny is?
I'm sure they are.
He just left for vacation, so he won't be here for a couple of weeks.
He's somewhere over the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Enjoy yourself, Manny. You earned it.
Yeah, so you feel lost now without the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
half
I'm
of the dynamic duo.
And of course, we got here a 1970 Dodge Dart, lime green. There's another one here, one of our clients.
This car is scary powerful.
Yes. Then we got Leo's Charger. Oh, you want to show the lights there, Robert?
Not that Leo, but another Leo.
Another Leo, yes.
not that
Yes,
Leo was
Leo
here.
owns the 71 Charger. This is another Leo.
Yeah, this one was a challenge.
He spent a lot of time on this with the electrical wiring on the headlights, the dash.
The dash harness, I don't know where it went, but the dash harness
Up
was
there?
If I could just translate, when Robert says it's a challenge, most people would translate that to this was a bloody nightmare.
Yeah, that's true.
But Robert managed.
Actually, it's a Charger.
But you know, we started with a mess.
And Nick tried to locate a new harness because this one was too far gone. And it was back order everywhere. So Terry got us.
A nice
got
used
one.
piece, a nice clean piece.
But we found out that what Terry got us was a 66 harness, and this car is a 67. And yes, there are a few differences. And also, if you guys didn't know, the 66 and 67 Charger, the four-way flasher hazard, were optional.
Really?
This car has them. The harness that Terry got us didn't have the wires and plugs for that. So
Because-
I had to took the wires from the old harness and integrated them into this harness.
Oh, that must have been fun.
Hey, it was a bit of fun. Yeah.
Put
And-
it this way: what you did, most people would have just gave up. They would.
Yeah, you know what, but
You know, you can't.
Yeah, but I gotta give some credit to Manny too because we were both of us in that boat, and
The dream team.
Dynamic duo.
I don't know if you guys
Partners in
remember
crime.
when the
Dan.
car came here, the flasher units were sticking out by 2 inches. You remember that?
They were left to right, right to left. We had to switch them over.
So you got a grill from Terry.
Yes.
So with the what he had and what Terry brought us, we were able to do something. And we had new harnesses under the hood.
New harness on that one. The engine bay.
In the engine
And
bay,
of course
for
with
the
the
headlights and engine.
So let's show the headlights there,
Yeah,
Robert.
let's give it a try.
We might have to
we have a very weak battery, so we have the charger on it.
Okay, give it a shot, Robert. Let's see those lights work. And he also has the dash lights working also. You want to see this, Nico? Check it out. Maverick, come on this side. Sure. Look at the park lights.
Oh man, that is beautiful.
They work. They're on.
Wow.
This is very unique for me. This is a very futuristic car in '67.
Okay, now, now when I'm gonna turn the headlights on, these are gonna turn off.
That's right.
That's how they are.
That's the way it's designed. And then they go back on once the lights are on? No, they stay off. And we have to make sure everything works.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you put on the headlights, the park lights go off.
Yeah. I love the way they sweep over the ground before they come
Yeah, that is awesome.
That is amazing.
Now the park lights go on and the lights go off. Did a great job, Robert.
That is.
You and Manny did a great job.
George, I want to show you guys.
Check out the dash.
Let's see that tap.
Check out that dash.
Excuse me, Mr. Man.
So technically speaking, you have a charger on a charger.
Yeah.
First, guys, I'm not sure the exact name. Maybe Tony knows. These are not bulbs. This is
Elustometric.
electroluminescent, something like that.
Electroluminescence?
That's it. You
That's
got
it, Joe.
You
And-
the spelling bee.
I'm the photo guy.
You say. And when you turn the parking lights on, look at that dash. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Glows.
Awesome.
We got the light
That's awesome.
working on attack, and if you can look closely enough, the clock works.
Get right in there. Pardon my reach. There she is.
And the other feature I wanted to show you is when you turn the headlights on, you have a warning sign here that tells you
Good.
that when the lights are not
fine.
fully rotated to
I saw you for somewhere before. I
the
don't
driving
remember.
position.
Oh, okay.
No. Leave it on. So now you want to take a look at this light, George?
Show me what you got.
You see right between these two gauges, you see lamps not locked. When they're finished rotating, now you're ready to drive.
That is something else. Talk about futuristic for back in 1967.
Is it futuristic, or does it mean they realized that it was such a complex mechanism that it might not be working and you needed a light to let you know?
Okay, well, here's another thing, George. Come here.
What you got?
You have another button here, so if you want to leave the lights exposed, you flip this. Now, if you turn the headlights on, they go in the front.
They stay popped open?
If you go in the front, they stay pop open, but the headlights
have to
are
wait.
off, turn off.
There they are. Open but off.
Now, if I flip the button that I
Okay.
showed you,
Robert, you did a great job with Manny.
Thought if you disconnect.
And now we got to go outside. There's going to be another burnout.
no, it's okay.
Nick said the magic B word. Apparently there's another burnout coming. We're back outside.
Who's going at it, Tom? 55. Okay, Duran.
Getting my steps in. We heard the announcement. Microphone's on the way.
Where is the microphone? Huh?
I've had all my life. I never went out of it.
That thing goes.
You know what's going to happen tomorrow morning? My customers are going to say, Nick, what happened last night? Next time, come to the live show. You see what's going on. Let me ask you. Was this the car I converted to 4-speed many years
Yeah,
ago?
that's Jimmy's old car.
This is my brother's car. Was my brother's
Yeah.
car.
He's
73.
Chris's car.
Watch your back, folks.
Lazarus, how are you?
Good, man.
That's your brother's
You still have it, eh?
Yeah, man. I have
Okay.
1982.
Wow. Hold on. Watch out in case he. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Class here. We'll get to you.
Yeah.
Some people never give up.
Come on, folks. Hit that like button.
Chris.
I remember this car.
Chris, come over here.
1982. I converted this to a 4-speed when my brother had it.
Chris, your turn. You can talk on the camera.
So you bought it since what? 1982.
1982, I was 19 years old. 19th birthday, I bought
Your
it.
19th birthday.
May
Yeah.
19, 1982.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Your eye is very loud.
Very loud, very loud. Big block. Look at that. Listen to that.
Sounds great, huh?
Yeah, awesome. Am I holding this one? You hold it up.
The gang's all here.
So what do you have in? So what do you have in it now?
Yeah, 1982.
You got a
I was in
full-
the garage for 13 years. This paint job was 84.
Okay.
So I never painted it again. You know,
that mirror.
it's not perfect.
You can see your face go back.
Did the interior in leather. Exactly how it was originally, but I did it in leather.
And you put a rear console?
I put a rear console.
Yeah.
That's good.
I like,
It's got a
I like
Super
the look
Duty
of
engine.
it, you know?
Yeah.
It's got a nice Super Duty engine.
And
I
what
bought-
engine?
You
What do you
remember
got
the
in it?
engine? We went together to see it, together with your
Yes.
brother, to make sure it was an SD. We bought it in parts.
God, I don't
and,
remember.
and it was sitting in my garage for 22 years.
And now you have it in the car?
And now I built it in 2009, and it's in the car.
Nice.
You know whose engine that was?
No.
Remember in the lane, Johnny Ballas? had
You're
the-
kidding. I remember that. That
is that engine that
that-
was in
maybe
your
parts
lane.
of
When he bought the car, he had the crank seized in 2 weeks after he bought it.
That's the motor
It's a
that was from them.
74
Open the
SD
hood.
block.
Open the hood.
74 SD block, crank, heads.
And you don't have the Screaming Eagle on there for
No,
73.
you know, it's like I was sitting 13 years in the garage, so, you know, married kids, this and that, you know. time
So
goes.
now you have kids growing up, mortgage is gone, work on your car.
You did the
Yeah.
big thing. You hung on to it.
Yes,
That's true.
Yes, I hung on to
A
it.
lot of guys gave up on them.
I love this car. From a little kid, I have the Dinky from since I was 10
Did you
years
toy,
old.
yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, Hydro
Hydro
Boost because I
Boost.
had no vacuum, so no brakes. Now
Yeah,
I have
no kidding.
Awesome brakes. Got Wellwood 6-piston in the front, 4-piston in the back, 12-bolt in the back.
So you
All
can,
Hodgkins performance, all done up, everything.
Nice, very
Coils
nice.
over in the front, adjustables.
So you
the
got,
car's nice.
Chris, so you
But
have
it
the
needs
best-
a, you know, it needs a nice paint job.
So you got the best of both worlds: handling, cruising, and
5
acceleration.
speed overdrive is great.
Yeah.
I was telling John, at about 110 kilometers, you're revving 2 grand, 21.
that's what you need. That's all you need.
Beautiful.
You're gonna
Very
show-
nice.
So you're gonna show us how it goes.
Well, we test the line lock, see if it works. That line lock, you know
Yeah.
how old it is?
No, doesn't matter.
I bought it off you in 1979.
I don't remember that.
Believe it or not. I
Is
swear.
that right?
I swear. I cut the ends off, left the fluid in there. I said, let's see if it works.
Still under warranty, huh?
Let's see if it works.
Try it.
See if it works.
Yeah, what the hell? It doesn't.
Man, I went through so many things in my life. You think I remember everything?
Yeah.
There was action every day in my basement. Activities going on here day and night. You lose track. You lose
Yeah,
track.
that was in the lane.
Is that
Johnny
right?
Ballas is.
I remember. I remember.
My life lock works.
I remember converting this to a 4-speed. I wouldn't paint it. I'd leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't paint it.
It looks nice.
Why
73.
not? Drive it. Just drive it.
First gen 73 Trans Ams.
Okay, let's see if the line like I sold them in 79, if it still works.
Under warranty.
It's working. It's working.
We're having a blast here tonight.
So I guess the line like I
That is
sold him back
crazy.
in 1979 still works.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
It brings you back memories with our car shows here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Burning rubber. After it's left the scene, it's still burning.
That's right.
Okay, so
In other words, he did a good job. The line lock works.
we know it works now.
So Nick,
It's coming back.
how iconic is that, Nick?
Arconic. You better believe
That was
it.
your brother's car. You converted that to a manual transmission.
I know that car used
And
to be.
and the engine was you rebuilt it the
I
first
know.
time.
I've got a lot of history.
Oh,
man,
man,
I've
that's
got a lot of
crazy.
I got a touch in everybody's car.
Close course, professional driver, do not attempt.
I feel like taking out Kawasaki and beating, pumping the clutch on my car now.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, this is. We have no neighbors to complain.
Yeah,
Everybody's gone home.
And even when the neighbors are here, they just come out and take pictures.
Well, nobody's complaining. You know, I mean, we do it after hours. But then again, don't try this at home.
No.
Nice. So it still works. It still works. Great stuff, man.
So, you had a good time, don't you? Now you got to clean the car up a bit.
It's okay.
That's okay, huh?
That's what they're about. They're little toys.
Look at that.
It's still smoking.
Now it's sticky still.
Anyways, very nice. Very
Looks
nice.
good, huh?
Yeah, it looks very good.
Yeah, this car used to be owned by my brother. I remember converting it to a 4-speed. It used to be automatic. And he's had it since 1982.
That's right.
God, I went through a lot of cars in my life.
I know.
God. And he just told me I sold him a line lock in 1979. He just tried it. It's still working. Is that great or what?
I know.
So I sold good stuff.
Of course. You never steered anybody wrong all
I
these
know,
years.
I know.
That's why you have so many.
And these are all the people I knew from back then in the 70s. I mean, we haven't changed a bit.
But it's
Not a
crazy,
bit.
huh? What a turnaround from the lane. This car was from the
From
lane.
the back
engine.
alley. It
Yeah,
all
from the
started with the
alley.
oily man, you know that?
The oily man, that's
The
right.
oily man.
Oh my God.
Back in, I think it was, I met him in 69 in the back alley
Yeah.
with a little Vauxhall. He had two
Yeah,
cars.
that's
a
right.
Vauxhall and an Envoy. I'll never forget that. Never.
God bless the oily man.
Yeah,
that's
God
right.
bless
Got you
him.
in there, and then
I remember.
You locked the Esso station.
Oh, the Esso gas station. That was
That's
another
right,
one.
after that.
That was
There
a
we go.
gas station I used to work on the weekends at night.
Yeah.
I used to work there serving gas. It was a small gas station.
I know, but
Corner
that's
of
what you
Bernard
learned
and
back then.
Hutchinson. I used to work there. Friday night was packed with cars,
Yeah.
with our friends with muscle cars,
like
and
this?
like this, right?
Yeah.
And then the customers would come in, total strangers. Customers would come in for gas. They couldn't come in. There was no room.
Yeah.
Those were the great days.
That's right.
I remember. Wow, there's a lot of history back
If it
then.
was green, it would be called McHugh.
Oh, is that right?
Remember that movie McHugh?
Thank you.
That's right.
It's good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
I forgot to say, but his car, the GTO, used to be owned by Percy over there. It was green before, and I built him a 455 SD back then when he raced your brother.
And what does Percy have today?
He doesn't have anything.
Kids,
4 kids.
caravan.
I figured. Soccer mom.
Somebody to wipe his butt when he gets old.
There you go, Percy.
So Percy, that was your
Got a
car.
couple of guitars on a road bike right now. That's
Is
about
that
it.
right?
So we're gonna get you together with Nico to play a little guitar, jam.
Once I get better
On
at
the
it.
barbecue, huh? On barbecue
I
night.
was probably better at drag racing than I was at guitar, but
There you go. There you go.
but eventually it catches up.
Yes.
And road bike, you're not talking about a motorbike, I can tell by your hat.
That's right. That's right. That's actually a road bike with your legs. You actually move the bike with your
Carbon
legs.
fiber madness or something.
That's right. Dura-Ace, the whole 9 yards there. Yeah,
George got a bike that's electric.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
fit on the road bikes. I
Oh, they make your size. They can custom make them too.
bent a few in my time.
And Jimmy should have bought his Fox body. He bought it back after so many years.
Yeah, he bought it back.
Jim, let me ask him. They're too busy now. Leave them alone.
Oh, Jimmy's happy to talk about his
Okay, let me just finish off what I was showing off in the tour. And I got to give a big thank you to everybody before they leave. Venice, let's go inside.
Okay.
Don't anybody leave yet, please.
They'll be back if they do, Nick.
I just wanted to introduce the other cars.
We got a few left for you, folks.
We got, okay, we got Leo's, the Green Dart, there's Francois with the 71 Fury. Then we got Nick, who owns his T8 six-pack Challenger, which he bought last year. Brought it in for a couple little things, so we're working on the carburetors today. We're not done with it yet. So this one belongs to Nick, another guy, another of my clients. It is a real T8 six-pack Challenger. And of course, we have,
the T8, that 340.
I know, yeah, T8. Then of course, I've got the one from Martin, from Ontario. This one here, we have a big list on it. We started to shut the fan down so we can hear it out. And this one here, it needs a lot of cleanup. This car originally was a 4-speed car, so Robert and I, we were told to put it back to a 4-speed. We do have his transmission ready, which is right there, okay? And of course, they used it for racing, then it went to an automatic transmission. So right now, our job is to take this 440. It's a 6-pack engine right now. It's a U-code car. It is a 1970 Cornet that belongs to Martin from Ontario. And I also want to thank him for bringing the coffee from Belize, which he's a snowbird in Belize instead of Florida.
Okay.
Okay, I want to thank him for that. And he's got a big list with that. It needs a lot of detail work underneath it, so we're going to get to that very soon. And you know, I just wanted to say something. I have two 440s here, one before and one after. Take a look. Check out the difference. Come over here, George. I just want to say, look, this is before. This is before.
Certainly is.
And there's the one after.
We want to take this one apart on camera, don't we?
Yes, this motor, this engine, this 440 belongs to Gaetan. He bought it, but he didn't realize that the engine is seized.
Uh-oh.
Is it pistons, seized, or whatever? Crankshaft, we do not know. But when the time comes, we're going to open it up in front of camera.
And make it look
like that. That's right.
wow.
This is one that belongs to Pierre.
Brand spanking neatin'.
Yes. This is just a basic 440, but this came in the same way as that one.
Is this the no frills 440?
That's the no frill 440. We're waiting upon delivery.
And guys, this is the...
There's the wiring for the Leo 67 Charger.
There's the dash harness that was there.
What a mess, eh?
You see, this one has been burnt.
What a nest.
And this is what they had as a fuse box.
Wow, I think it's custom. But now, what you did right now, you did all factory.
Yeah.
And of course, Robert, of course, works with the shop manual, and he works with everything according to the book, which is right here. And we got to thank Terry from Gananoque that lent us the shop manual for 67 Dodge to do the job.
Thanks, Terry.
And that's how we
Terry.
work here.
And thanks for the harness too, Terry.
And I got to thank Terry very much. And a lot of people know Terry. He's one Mopar guy that gives us a lot of help here in our shop. And there's one more car. Wait.
Certain white Challenger.
Yes, wait, we got to mention something else. Wait.
The last but not least.
Nobody asked what's the two cars underneath the cover?
Well, the birthday boys is up there.
The birthday boy Eugene 69 Charger 500. This one here belongs to Eugene. And of course, another one Eugene from Ontario.
Different Eugene.
Another Eugene, different Eugene, of course.
Which we had the chance to see in Carlisle.
We met in Carlisle. Yes, we met him in Carlisle. It was also a pleasure to meet Eugene with his wife. That's his car. And it's a Cobra. It's a Cobra 427, which we got to get the engine on the dyno, which is right now the next engine, which I'll put on the side there. And we got to get to that. I got this one to put on the dyno before we take it apart. And of course, what happened with Tom and Cindy from Florida? We have their engine in this crate right here, which I am having plans on dyno testing the engine before we take it apart. And he's looking for 340 horsepower, 1 horsepower per cubic inch. Are we going to exceed that? I don't know. We'll see.
I was talking with him.
Yes.
And he asked me, he says, is it worth it dynoing it before? I said, well, look, are you selling the car? No, you're keeping it. It's nice to have documented
Before and after.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So, Tom, I think we're going to put on the dyno before you know it. And one more thing. My 528 Hemi, if anybody's interested, it's still for sale.
Wow.
I did not sell it. I
don't
brought it
want
back.
you to let it go.
This is a complete drivetrain for an E-body, 1970, 71, or 71 B-body.
Correct.
It's a direct bolt-on. It's got everything from the fan to the differential, drive shaft, 4-speed, E-body, cross-member, K-member,
Yeah.
power steering pump, starter, you name it. It's all there.
Plug and
If you
play.
ge- Plug and play. If you guys are interested, give me a ring.
That's good.
And there is no engine on the dyno. And of course, the only thing I want to show is my personal Kowalski Challenger.
One thing I did want to say, Nick, is too bad we didn't get an opportunity to put the old Wiki on the dyno prior to.
I know. I know.
That's a good
I know. I
point.
took off the heads because I noticed we only had 150 cylinder pressure. Then after that, we took it apart.
Yeah.
This is my little toy. Right now, if there were no cars in the shop, I'd take it out and burn the tires.
I know you would.
Like I did the first night I got it going.
You're itching right now.
And I'm itching. And then I wanted to show this tag I made, a personalized tag. Just like when Chrysler imported cars to Europe, they put tags like this, aluminum tags, and this is what I done. Have you seen that, Nico? Check it
I
out.
believe you have shown me the tag before.
There it is. This is my Kowalski special. There you go. Anyways,
And
Put the tag in
since
just in time for Carlisle.
so
since Manny's not here, please like, push that button, and subscribe.
there you go, you guys. Don't forget. Yeah.
I just want to say one thing. When I first saw Nick, maybe 30 years ago, somebody would have told me, one day you'll be hauling his Challenger with your pickup truck. Well, I wouldn't have believed it.
It was a fantastic show. Meeting all the people there, it was phenomenal. And a couple of them were very memorable, like the young fan there that you chose, Paul Rossi, Adam, all the people that were there.
Everybody.
Great. It was a great show.
I met so many viewers and I have my mic. Anyways, I gotta say, and again, I want to thank everybody at Carlisle and of course all our viewers, our patron supporters, for everything and all the gifts and support, our clients, our customers, everything. I want to
And
give
the
them
lady at the reception at the hotel. She was sweet.
very sweetheart. She was a sweetheart.
Also, Head from Carlisle Events.
Ed from Carlisle. Yes, Ed, thank you very much. And of course, the security and everybody, you know, I got to admit that I just got to thank everybody. I got a great weekend. I had all my friends there. And of course, all the viewers and everything. You couldn't ask for anything more.
World
That's
class.
why it's the best car show in the United States. The
It
best
is.
car show anywhere.
I've
Very
never,
well organized.
very well organized and
Chrysler tip.
so many good people.
Nick, where are you going to be for lunch tomorrow?
We're going to be at Patat 2000. We have a car show going tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't rain out again. We're going to be at Patat 2000. I'm going to be there for about an hour and a half for a live show.
Won't be able to stay all day because it's
No.
a work day for Nick, but he's going to
Yes.
drop by for a bite to eat. If you're lucky, you can catch him there.
Yes, we're going to go there for a quick bite, and then from there just make us more videos and come back because we've got a lot of work in the shop.
Lowriders, tuners,
Lowriders and American muscle cars and a few classics.
and the best French fries on the planet.
Yeah, I'm going to have a put in there tomorrow for sure.
Oh, yes, you are.
I haven't had that for a while.
Melissa can't give you the link because the cat's broke her computer.
Okay.
But you can Google Patats 2000. How do you spell Patats, Nick?
P-A-T-A-T-O-E-S.
Not quite.
T-E-S.
Patats. There's no O in Patats. Let's try it with the French speaker.
Patat, that's right.
T-E-S.
There we go.
Okay.
P-A-T-A-T-E-S.
2000.
200 Patat 2000.
And right at the line, there's Tucson Bubba with a $5 super chat for the
Ah,
coffee fund.
right.
Thank you, Bubba. Nick's going to finally get his cup of coffee and
There
his
you
piece of pizza, hopefully.
Is there anything left?
I saved you a piece, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's have it. So you guys, thank you for watching us. But I got to go thank the other guys too.
Yep.
And I'll thank them on the way out.
Let's thank him.
Let's go
We'll
thank him. Let's
Melissa
go.
as we go for taking care of us in the chat.
Let's go. I just want to thank everybody. So they can say goodnight to our viewers here on camera. We'll take it from there. Here we go.
Last chance to smash that like button, everybody.
Yep, we're going
There
to
it
do a
is.
collective like and subscribe.
So you guys, I want to give you all a big thank you for coming here tonight. And all the viewers, of course, want to say thank you. There you guys have it live. And of course, thank you again.
Bunch of Joes.
Okay,
Thanks, everybody. Everybody, like and subscribe.
there you go. Thanks
Hit
for
that
watching.
like button.
Don't forget Nick's Garage.
That's right.
Don't forget.
Beautiful. See you in a couple weeks, everybody.
Take care.